Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you are. Okay, and I hope you've been doing well. I hope family has been great as well, and I hope you're rounding up 2018 in a spectacular fashion, and you're already putting things in place ahead of 2019. As for me, my 2019 has already started. Yeah, you heard me right. It has already started. And part of my mission is to help as many people as possible expand their passion, expand their project, step up whatever positive positivity they wish to step up, leveraging the social media space. And that's my mission, okay? Helping as many people as possible to reduce cost, increase awareness, visibility, sales, and at the long run, engagement and profit. Because it's all about, you know, the money coming in to actually take care of some things, putting God first. So don't forget God first, God first, God first. Okay? Now, here is a short tip I'm going to give you that most people tend to overlook. At times I tend to wonder that the things that actually create the engagement, that creates the pathway to income generation are the simplest things that people always overlook. So I'll be talking about one of them today. Okay. So as you can see from my post up is a simple term whereby I'll be sharing with you a simple tip as to how you can actually create fortune from whatever you are into. And an important tool to use in the social media space on Facebook itself is a tool called Pages Manager. I repeat, Pages Manager. One more time, Pages Manager. Okay, so I'll be sure this is close to my mouth. Okay, so for the Pages Manager, it is applicable to business pages. So if you go through my other previous trainings, I've already advised that for you to expose your passion, your project, your service, your business, whatever thing you want to go into, for you to expose it to enough audience, enough customers, enough follower, you need to have a page attributed to that. You need to have a business page. Okay. And what Pages Manager does is that it helps you to manage your page in an effective manner. So if you don't have it on your mobile phone, you can access it by simply going to the Google Play Store and search for Pages Manager, and you can access it from there. Hey, Uncle Dio, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Okay, so it is important that you take note of this amazing tool. It is called Pages Manager. So one sub module, one sub functionality, one sub feature about this Pages Manager is an amazing feature, which is the follow up feature. The follow up feature, it is so important. This is where most people get it wrong. Don't expect people to that get hold of your passion, of your service, of your product, or your business for the first time to say yes. It is 95% that they will not say yes for the first time, but with consistency, they might now want to have a rethink. But there is a way you can actually make them to have a rethink, and the way you can have them have a rethink is in the form of questions. Most people, when they're engaging people, they use direct statements. That is wrong when you are dealing with your audience. You always try to use questions. Question does what to the brain? It tasks the brain. The question sends the brain on an errand. So let me give you an example. Perhaps, let's say, I've been in the course of some of my trainings, I get people send messages to me that, hey, I got value from your training. Oh, I didn't see that in my training. Oh, I didn't know that this feature uh, exists on Facebook. Oh, I didn't know this is how you can use it on Facebook. Oh, I didn't know I can actually leverage this kind of feature on Facebook to propel my business to the next level. Okay? While I say a big thank you for their gratitude, for their appreciation, I just don't say, click here. I ask them questions. Would you love to access some of my other trainings, some of my other coachings that I've done for free? That is a question right there. And that question is tasking their brain to give what? A yes or a no answer. But if we are very authoritative and you go direct and say, okay, this is it, they'll be like, duh, you are being arrogant, you are being authoritative, you are being forceful. Don't be forceful. Use questions to trigger the brain of your audience. Use questions to trigger the brain of your customers, of your prospects, and all that. Okay, so it is important. And while you use questions, there is going to be an opening whereby they might now want to have a rethink and say, maybe, perhaps, well, all those responses are not no answers and neither are they yes answer, but they are just in the middle. So for you to now move them from the middle position to a yes position, you can digitalize that using the Facebook uh, page manager feature, which happens to be the feature on the Facebook page manager is the appointment. So you can decide to book an appointment with them. Okay, how then can you book an appointment with them? To book an appointment with them is pretty simple. And something I love about Facebook is that Facebook has created a very competitive artificial intelligence, AI. While most people are still battling with software development, the world has gone ahead into artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence meaning that they have actually collated certain pattern of responses that the brain can actually give to a particular statement, and they've given it in form of a response. That is why at times when you are talking to a customer support, you actually feel you are talking to a customer support person, but guess what? You're actually talking to a robot. Now, guess what? What they've done, what these companies have done is that they've collated millions and millions of patterns of responses that the brain has been believed to give by each statement. So if you go about to make a statement to that customer support, it is just going to check all the various patterns that they have laid down, and they are going to pick the appropriate one to respond back to you. And the response is almost close to 90% accurate. But to the other customer that is talking to the customer support, we feel, hey, I'm talking to a human being. But they don't know that they're actually talking to an AI, an artificial intelligence, or a robot, as the case may be. In the same way, with the follow-up appointment booking, okay, AI feature of Facebook, okay, this is how it goes. For instance, let's say you are engaging an audience, you are engaging a customer, you are engaging a prospect. And after you've used the question concept that I showed earlier on, what you can now do is to try to book an appointment with them. And because you are actually having that conversation, you are taking advantage of the messenger module on the Pages Manager tool. Okay, there are some inbuilt AI, artificial intelligence in it. So once you've engaged and probably your customer says, okay, you know what, I'll be visiting your office on so date. Oh, you know what, can you call me back on so date to remind me? Or you know what, okay, when it's 1 week to the event, can you just send me a reminder? You know, all those stuff. This is now what you can do. You can now have a mutual appointment engagement by using certain concepts when you are in the Facebook Pages Manager using the messenger model. So let's say the person actually decides that, okay, probably let's say, can you call me back probably on Saturday in the afternoon? Then you can now ask, would 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. be okay with you? If they say fine, it is okay. Or probably let's say, would 12 p.m. between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. be okay to reach out to you? And probably your audience or customer says yes. This is what you should do when chatting on the messenger feature of the Pages Manager tool. You type the time. For instance, you say 12 p.m. dash 1 p.m. on Saturday, space December 15th, for instance. So I repeat, you put the time range, which is let's say 12 p.m. dash to what time? 1 p.m. space on space Saturday space December 15th. So I'm just giving you in simple terms. So if you just type it like normal words, 12 p.m. dash 1 p.m. on Saturday, December 15th, guess what will happen once you click on enter on your mobile phone? Immediately, the messenger feature of the business page manager will pick it up and automatically create an appointment on that same chat. And by the time it creates the appointment, it is going to automatically to notify both you, the merchant or the seller, and as well your prospect, your buyer, your audience, and he can confirm that appointment. So what this will do is that should you forget to call that customer around that particular time, you don't have to bother yourself, because what the AI will do on that particular time is that it will automatically send a reminder. It will send a reminder to that your particular follower, customer, as the case may be, and to send a reminder to you too. And you can now use the traditional, probably phone call, chat, as the case may be. So this simple concept, if you do it with your audience, your followers, your customers, your buyers, it is going to increase engagement. It is going to increase your follow-up concept. It is going to increase your sales. So that is why more there is this saying that fortune is in the follow-up. There are so many opportunities. there are so many doors that opens to bigger opportunities that are lost simply because someone failed to follow up. So follow up with your business, with your passion, with your project, with your services when engaging your audience is so crucial. Remember, not all your audience, not all your followers, not all your customers, not all your prospects will say yes for the very first time. It has to take persistent follow up before they can have a look into what passion, what opportunity you're deciding to share with them. And there's no better way to do it than you having your own automated personal assistant, which happens to be the messenger feature on page manager module on Facebook. Because once you type in the date there, it will automatically set up a schedule for you, an appointment for you, which will serve as a reminder for you and whoever you are engaging. So I just want to let you guys know about this simple concept, this simple tool, this simple feature that can help you create more sales, create more engagement, create more profit at zero cost. Okay. And I hope this has been able to add value. If this has been able to add value to you and you feel somebody else can take advantage of this, you can go ahead to share it with the person. And if you're just seeing this for the first time, seeing one of my trainings for the first time, you can actually reach out to me. You can send me a private message if you wish to access my other previous trainings, and I'll be more than happy to actually share them with you. So, on that note, I'll be seeing you guys, and do have an incredible week ahead. Bye for now. Cheers.